Hello, Internet. I'm Dan.
And I'm Chaz. This is the Wine is Serious Business Show, episode 45.
We're out here in Walla Walla today at the Wine Bloggers Conference number 10, right? No, number 3.
3.
Why is
Where'd
it
you
Wine
get
10?
10
Oh, 2010. That's
yeah,
right.
they took off the first two numbers.
There we go. There we go.
Smart.
Wine Bloggers, Wine Blogger, WWBC 10.
We've had a lot of Shiraz at this point.
Yeah, it's
A lot
good
of
stuff.
Shiraz.
We've got a guest, as you can see today. This is Beau Carufel. He's one of our fans on Facebook. He's been participating for a long time. You know, I followed, looked him up online. He writes a good blog as well called Beau's Barrel Room. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you write about?
I love wine. That's the best way I can put things, but I love being able to get people excited about wine. Because it's for everybody. It's what we love to drink. It's what we love to talk about. So
let's go ahead and pour. Keep talking. Keep talking.
it's just I love wine. It's my passion, and so I figured I should start writing about it. And luckily, I was able to attend here and finally
This is
meet
your
up with
first
you guys.
one?
Yeah, it's my first one. I just started my blog in November,
Awesome.
and just started literally kind of stream of conscious posting and just trying to get my feelings onto some medium, and it's fun. It's great. I mean, seeing you guys do the videos, it's a different way, but it's the same way, and it's like we all kind of just do what we love to do, and I think it brings us all together. And obviously now here we are, hanging out, having some wine, and see.
Yeah, let's get to it.
See what's going on with this stuff.
So wine number 1, this is some free stuff that we got as part of showing up for the conference.
Grab bag.
Yeah. This is King Estate Pinot Gris, so Pinot Gris from Oregon, 2008.
Okay, you got it. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and try it out.
See how it goes. I'm getting pretty full on pears and pear skins on the nose. Pretty straightforward.
I'm getting Shiraz. Just kidding, sorry.
The Carnival of Love still stuck
No, this is
firmly
giggle
in the nasal.
pot. This is a little giggly,
A little bit of lemony notes to it as well. There's definitely a little bit
like
of
shaving off a lemon peel, kind of.
a little lemon zest.
Yeah,
lemon
it's
zest
zesty.
going on.
And you do a fair amount of cooking, right? Like you
Yeah,
do some-
I love cooking. I don't have any formal training, and I probably never will, which might be a good thing. I'll just go on and do that. But I love throwing things together in the kitchen, and experimenting with spice, flavor, textural, and so it's always worth a shot. I mean, to cook something, and if you can share it with your friends and family, and just show them something you've made for them, I think people love it, and so it's just kind of like it's a high in and of itself just to do that for people. And then obviously, like you guys know, the wine, pairing it with wine. Come on,
Yeah,
how
flavors.
cool is that?
It's good stuff.
It's fun.
Clean and approachable right away. I like that.
Right at the forefront, good bit of flavor to it.
That's about all it has, though.
That's
Pretty linear, but it drops off rather quickly.
I kind of was like a cleaver, just boom, and it stopped. I was kind of hoping for a little, maybe more carry through on the mid palate, and then just that tapering finish.
Absolutely, yeah. There's not much of a finish on it.
Yeah.
That is. It's very clean, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's in and out with its flavor, but
You can get like pears and limes and a little bit of honeysuckle. And I don't know if it's some of like the white grape tannins or something with a little more texture to it, kind of just shuts things down right as it gets past the mid palate.
I get the acidity to me is shutting it down, I think.
That makes sense,
It's just stopping it. Have you guys heard about this stuff at all at King Estate? I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard.
I'm not familiar with
Pinot Gris this wine has been recommended to me many times by multiple
Oh,
people.
fascinating.
And it's my first time ever having it. So I'm kind of hesitant. I don't know. Like, where do I go with this kind of thing?
So it's kind of a bigger name in Eugene, Oregon. If not familiar, it's more central, right? So this is outside of like the huge wine producing area in Oregon. But they've been around for a while. Pretty big production, obviously good distribution, right? If they're getting promo stuff out here, pretty well known. I've had some decent wines from them in the past, and it's interesting to hear, right, that this is well talked up in California. Not a huge personal favorite of mine, not due to any detriment, just part of exposure, and the few that I've had haven't moved me in the way that some other wines have. But I respect them.
Yeah.
I consider them a solid producer.
yeah, this is fairly average, I would say, for the majority. I mean, we do drink a fair amount of Pinot Gris, so I mean, for me, in the 84 to 85 point scale, I mean, it's nice and it's clean, but really, there's nothing exciting about it. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using your scale. I'd say 82, 83 plus, maybe 83 plus.
Sure.
I'm wishing for more a little bit, but there's no flaw. It's drinkable, approachable.
yep,
It's
refreshing, somewhat
it is.
refreshing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a little warm and humid and crappy out there, a little more than I'm used to. So this is kind of nice for that. But
Yeah.
I go with 85 points, and I think where this might be interesting. I think the price is pretty reasonable on this stuff, and like if this was a $12 bottle or something like that, I think I'd consider an interesting wine, definitely worth checking out. I'm not quite sure where it comes in, but
from what I know, like under 20 is, 15 I believe is what I've heard.
Sure.
15-ish,
sure,
give or take, plus or minus $3.
Decent summer picnic wine.
Yeah,
All
yeah, not so bad.
So,
Fancy rinse.
so for wine number 2 here, this is another one of the samples we got. It's used a promo bottle here, but it's Aresti Cabernet Sauvignon from Chile, and it's non-vintage. Apparently, we can't find a year on here anywhere. So I have no idea what this is going to be like, what it's going to come from, but kind of an adventure.
I've never even heard of Aresti
Same
before.
here.
I don't know anything about what they're doing.
Gotta put it back.
Yeah.
Part of the show. I was wondering how this was going to go because we've already been drinking quite a bit, and then we come here and we get through 3 wines. We're feeling decent by the end of the show.
Yeah, we'll keep these little. And honestly, like I'm definitely doing better than I thought it was going to be by this point in the day. Like,
Admirable restraint.
yeah, it's worked out
I thought
alright.
I'd be 3 sheets to the wind at this point, but
I'm going for
spitting
coffee
is,
after this. Yeah. Definitely hitting the coffee.
I kind of want a cheeseburger.
This is definitely funky on the nose.
Wow. It almost smells like smoky, like campfire-ish to me for some reason.
Sure, man.
Charry or something.
To me, it reminds me of like rotten vines, like old vines they've trimmed and maybe they're burning or something.
Yeah, something on fire, smoking or something.
Yeah.
And like some blackberry fruit, but definitely like kind of this rugged.
I'm intrigued though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of intrigued by this nose. I haven't experienced this even in Chilean Cab. I'm not used to this, so it's kind of cool so far.
Yeah.
All right, this is a dimensionally different wine than what we're used to. Which
It's true. Like,
That I'll
you get
agree
this
with.
dirty stuff off of Pinot Noir sometimes,
Yeah.
but this is a new experience. Yeah.
I'm not terribly fond of the nose though.
Pretty clean on the palate. And I don't think any of that funk really carries through. Like there's a
Totally.
little bit of tang, but
yeah,
nothing. No off-putting flavors coming out at all.
I think to me this
Fairly
is
well balanced. Too.
textbop Chilean Cab in terms of the palate. On the palate, to me, it's textbook. That's what it tastes like. You get some of those bigger, the Concha y Toro wines, the Casillero del Diablo Cab, for example. That's what it tastes like. Santa Rita, Santa Emo, the really widely distributed Chilean wines. This is kind of what their cabs taste like to me. A little earth, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and the nose, it's a little. I wouldn't for me. It's not off-putting, but it's interesting versus liking it. There's that difference.
Right.
Being interested with
That's
something.
really well put.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I like this. This one I don't really like, but it's intriguing. I'm kind of like, okay.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, and I think the cherry flavors on the mid palate are really nice. The tannins are a little on the stronger side, but if you're picking up a cab, you're probably looking for a little bit of that to begin with. And I think it really delivers. Like the balance is there.
Yeah, it's decently balanced. And
Well put together.
I can imagine based off this label and everything. I'm guessing this wine probably comes in at what, like $12 or something like that, $10. So this is a decent wine. If it's in that price point, this is a decent wine. Totally.
Yeah, definitely. Couldn't agree more.
80.
Yeah. What are you gonna score it?
86 points for me. I'm having a hard time, maybe kind of inching its way towards 87. It's definitely a simpler version of Cabernet, right? Nothing terribly complex. Nothing's going to change your life here, but it's well put together, easy drinking, and enjoyable.
I like it.
Yeah.
I really like it. I'm gonna say, I'd say 88 for me.
All right.
It's firm 88. Like for my own blog, I would say a solid B plus, maybe A minus. Even. I think it's really cool, really interesting. It's just atypical of what we get in California and Washington, Oregon, and to me that is like it just kind of tweaks something in
Sure.
my brain. It's like, wow, cool. All right, something different, off the beaten path a little bit for what our palates are used to. So I'm down with it. I'd totally have a glass with a steak or a burger or something big and hearty. I think would.
See that making sense. What do you think?
I'm struggling between 84 and 85 points.
Sure.
Because another one, like you're saying, textbook. It seems like a safe wine for me. The nose is a little bit off-putting, and that's why I'm tending to maybe to score a little less. But the flavors on the palate are very nice. It is decently balanced, and it has no flaws. So
Yeah, I think your perspective kind of is where I was going initially, and for me, I got a little thing on the finish, like a dark chocolate on the finish that carried through for a while, and that's what bumped gave me an extra 2 points on the score.
Cool.
I just was like still tasting it when you were talking. I was listening to you. I'm like, wait a sec. That was rad. So,
A little bit of complexity really will put that over. Yeah.
I mean, the question I always ask myself when I kind of do these wines is, would I buy it? Would I pay $10 for it?